Hello again. We're back with High Mesa Standards, and I'm Teresa. This is our purple collar girl, standard poodle puppy, and her name is Kenosha, and she is our sable party. Sable meaning they start out dark and they fade to light. She is the biggest of our litter of 4. She is kind of a reddish brown with some very sable-y looking dark spots in her, including her tips of her ears, and the party is the white. So she's a party, but she's also a sable. All of these spots here will fade, most likely to the color of her face. So her face is a very light cream color, and it's gotten lighter just since we've started shaving faces. It's gotten lighter. So she's got the cutest little brown freckle feet. So she's gonna have a little bit of ticking, it looks like. Hello. And yeah, she is the only one who passed the face and feet grooming today with flying colors. So, and by that I mean, she just let me do pretty much whatever I wanted. She started out not loving the face, remembering the face from the last groom. But then once I insisted, she just settled into it. While I was doing her feet, she basically almost fell asleep. So she did so good for her groom. I'm really proud of her. She's also really gotten a better personality. Like, she's not as needy. She's a little more insistent than she used to be. She loves people. She loves the kitty. She's not, I wouldn't say that she has a prey drive by any means, but if I drag something around the floor, she's the first one to find it and get it. So that could be something to consider. She doesn't chase the kitty, but if the kitty was to be running from her, she probably would. So she does like moving objects, and she does like to chase and follow and play. She's very playful. They all are pretty playful. They all really like attention, and they all really love to play, like hands-on playing stuff. And they all are very mentally, they need a mental stimulus on a regular basis. She's probably the least that needs the least amount of mental stimulus. She is my lowest energy, and even though she was considered low energy, I think she's kind of in the medium now. And her vocals used to be high, and sometimes they can still be high, but she's leveling out quite a bit and not being quite as whiny and needy. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? She is, like I said, she's the biggest girl. And our girls, even my biggest girl, I think only made it to about 50 pounds. So, I don't think I have a big girl, but that's also different parents, and that parent, the male, was much bigger than this male. So I would guess that even though she's the biggest, she's probably not going to get more than 45 to 50 pounds. That's going to be that's pretty typical of our girls. So I can't guarantee that, because sometimes they just have the big Gary gene and they end up gigantic, like baby Huey. So, and sometimes they start out giant, and then end up really small. So we have a 45-pound puppy that started out and was the biggest. And so I think Crimson from our first litter, she's probably the biggest female we've ever had. And I can't remember, she might be 55 pounds. I'd have to find out. I asked her and I can't remember. I asked the owner and got too much stuff going on. So anyways, I would say that she has got a great personality. As a puppy owner and a poodle owner, I would take her in a second. I love her, and I could do a lot with her. She is scared of some things, but if under just a little bit of socialization with those things, she accepts them. So like going downstairs, she's scared. Okay, I'll do it. Being with kids, I'm scared at first, but if you just kind of keep pushing her over there, okay, I'm not. Now, she hasn't been afraid of kids, which is interesting, but she, there are certain things that at first she's scared of, like the razor, the grooming razor, or the dryer, or whatever. But after she realizes that she's not dying from the interaction with it, then she's okay with it, and she's, she blows past it and she's done, and she's not usually back to being afraid of it again. So I wouldn't say that she is scary, fearful, or anything like that. Her neediness has gone down quite a bit, but she does still really like to be with her people. So, hey, you're biting too hard. No. Leave it. Let go. Leave it. Good job. Leave it. Puppy, this is real typical of puppies. You say leave it, they stop. If you grab their nose, leave it. They'll leave it for a minute and then they'll come right back. And so I just get a little more pressure and a little more pressure until she decides that she's done doing that. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes, good girl. Okay, so there is Kenosha. She is a cutie patootie. She is going to be light all over. I can almost guarantee you that, because when I look under her fur, under to the root, we can see that she's light. She's very light. See that? She's not as light as she is on her face right now, but I'm assuming that she will get pretty light, because they usually do. So Kenosha, our purple collar girl, she's a sweetie. Yeah, there she is.